My name is Ivano Natale. I'm a tattoo artist from Italy, and I currently work in London, UK. The style that I'm mostly known for is black and gray. I try to stay away from political themed tattoos. Those are not the stories I want to tell. I'm really intrigued by dark and religious images. I think the combination of these two creates a strong visual impact and gives an interesting feel to the tattoo. You know, you have a whole scene of so many elements, and bringing them back to life through a tattoo is, you know, the best thing for me. I see them coming to life every time. Like when it's a big project, I just can't wait to finish it. But obviously I don't rush it, but it's just seeing the story coming together that really gets to me. When I do a portrait, I try to choose an image that gives me the same feel that I have when I look at images from the 50s or 40s or 60s, you know? So a very strong contrast, like, you know, like to create a good balance on skin between black, gray, and what's gonna be just skin. Create a good contrast, high contrast tattoos, and that's what I look for in every image that I do. And if it's not, I try to turn it into something like that, just going off my experience. 3 of my favorites tattoo would definitely be the front panel that I did on artist Daniel Rocha. I ended up putting a story together. Like this image of this lion reference that I had keep coming to my head, and I decided to put that as the main focus of the tattoo. It gave me a sense of protection. So now what I had to find is you know, different elements, you know, to build around it. And what I did was put the image of Bernini statue, Ludovica, at the bottom of his belly, and then on his chest I did a horseman trying to attack. So at that point the line in between created like a protection between the two. That's definitely one of the tattoos that I like the most, because it started, you know, a whole new way of thinking for me, and I started doing bigger tattoos after that and telling different stories. To me, it's like writing. Images to me are like words to a writer. They have to deliver a message and have to be clear. Another one of my favorite tattoos is definitely one that I'm working on. It's still in the making. I'm doing this in England. This guy tried to set an appointment with me at first, saying that he wanted to get his back done, and I wanted to know a little bit more about what he wanted to get. He's Irish, so he sent me all these Irish tales that he wanted to go off of, you know, like, and I thought it was really interesting. But at some point, I read so many that I was like, you know what, like, how would you feel about mixing these stories and finding the right elements for your back piece? And yeah, he gave me freedom to do it. So what I did is did this horse on his back with obviously a horseman riding it, and 3 swans in the background, and the horseman is actually fighting against a skeleton snake and a skeleton warrior. I like the combination of, you know, like statue skeletons and then live animals, you know, like kind of going life against death and bringing everything back to life. That's what I try to do. I think the result is really interesting. As I said, it's still in the making, but like we have one more session on it, so it's I'm really looking forward to finish this one. Another one of my favorite tattoos is the Clark Gable that I did on this guy from England. He sent me the picture, and I'm not usually into doing portraits, but this one was really interesting because it had so many details and so many other features that I could work with, such as hair or the coat or just the look of it and the way it came out on his forearm. I mean, just by looking at the stencil, I could tell that I was gonna do one of my favorite tattoos. As I said, I'm keen to take in consideration whatever idea people bring to me, and I try to diversify the subjects. It just helps me know a little bit more about what I'm doing. I'm really looking forward to tattoo more dark and religious images, but the way I do it is, as I said, create a story in my head and go off of that. So whether I have to freehand something or look for a reference, Google it or take a picture of it, as long as it delivers the message that I'm trying to put together, it's fine to me. I travel a lot, and this gives me the possibility to check out museums and artwork all over the world. I was born and raised in South Italy, so I was used to be around so much artwork. I didn't really appreciate it until I became a tattoo artist, even though the love for art was always there. But nowadays, knowing that taking a good picture can lead you to do something more unique and something that it's a little bit more yours, you know, it belongs to you. That makes me feel like I'm actually, you know, working hard. Not only tattooing, but also looking for what I need. Some of those images stay in the back of my head for years sometimes, and I always wait for the right time to put them into work. The best way to set an appointment with me is send me an idea to ivanonatale.bng@gmail.com. Give me freedom to create the concept that you want me to develop, and yeah, let's just go off that. I'm Ivano Natale, and thank you for checking out my portfolio. This is gonna take a while, dude.
Sorry?
Wasn't there a question that was like... Good?
Great, great. Dude, that's good.
No, it wasn't good. No, wait. Fuck, all right.